what's in the box?
You'd love to know what's in my box.
Oh, I love knowing that for sure. We're going to talk to you about the 4 different ways that you can use your cupping set, and there might be a tiny little extra bonus in there.
I love bonuses.
So,
there's a bonus in my box. Oh.
I'm getting into that
Only when
box
you
here.
look in there, I get the bonus.
Loving the idea of this. Oh, this has been the best video we've made ever. So, firstly, we've done a lot of videos on how to use what we call sort of fixed cupping or stationary cupping. So, we got a little bit of oil we can use.
Oil.
I'd like to.
It comes with an oil, and I can tell you why this is so special is because we actually made it ourselves. It's not your standard,
Massage oil.
No, this is what it is. This is the version, the size that comes with the set. We actually have larger sets for those who run out and want to do just big massages and love their partners and themselves and what have you. Grapefruit, cypress, bergamot, juniper, lemon, and the carrier oils are almond, grapeseed, and vitamin E. And it smells amazing.
And it has arnica in it as well to
Yes.
massively boost the increased circulation effect and the anti-bruising effect that can happen with
got this
massage.
most delicious smell.
So, let's
do it.
this.
Yeah, let's do it. Sorry.
So-
Stop talking and do.
Where's the cup?
Oh, sorry.
I'm like, it doesn't work without the cup.
I'm like, I'm holding a cup. It's not the cup, it's the cap. Sorry.
Right, I'm just going to lube up the top of the cup and the inside here so that we can you can do this while we're talking. So this is a fixed cup. We're going to just place it on and leave it for anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes in an area that you choose. We use the, I haven't put enough oil on it, have we? I can tell by the sound of it. No.
Let me just take it off. It's because
I'm just
it's
gonna
quite a
oil you.
curved area of my
I'm just
skin.
going to oil you up because we're going to have to do that in a minute.
If I was doing
anyway.
a larger area like my back,
It's kind of hard when you're pumping and using the same muscle that you're pumping as well. So what happens with a fixed cup is we draw up the skin and the superficial muscle that is attached to the muscle underneath, and that's the reason we do cupping, is because the layers of muscle become adherent to one another. We draw that layer up and allow that to stay in the cup for between 10 to 20 minutes. After the first couple of minutes, which are pretty intense usually because it's drawing both of those muscles up quite intensely, that adhesion will break down, which gives a massive opportunity for good blood flow, because when muscles are jammed together, you'll find that there's not enough blood flow getting to this top muscle or the most superficial muscle closest to the surface. So that is simply fixed cupping. Now we're going to show you slide cupping. We've done a few videos on this, but not many. Swap to this. We're going to do it on this arm, which
I
is
imagine there's 24 and they're all different sizes.
So with slide cupping, you do need to oil the skin. When we do general fixed cupping, I have a tendency to simply just oil the cup that I'm using, just the tip of the cup. But what we're going to do here and get Em to relax nicely is just a tiny little bit of pressure on the cup, not as much as we would for fixed cupping. And then we're going to move the cup up and down along the muscle. Now, when you do this for long enough, you will see that the skin starts to become quite red, which is massive increases in blood flow. This is really good to be done in between your shoulder blade and your spine. Feels so good.
It does feel good.
It's making some rude noises. That's not me, just saying.
So do you want to just show what you're doing with the handle? So you pump it and just hold the pressure. If you let it go, then the pressure pops off.
So that is slide cupping. Really good for increasing blood flow to an area, and it does help with breaking up adhesions. You can put cups down the back in a fixed cup position, and then after the 10 minutes, you can then do some slide cupping to just really ramp up the blood flow in between where those cups were set. That is technique number 2. Technique number 3 is flash cupping. Sounds a little bit rude when we've been talking about what's in Em's box, but you can do some flash cupping yourself. Generally speaking, this is done on an area where either there is too much hair, so I like to do it on the base of my skull when I have headaches, so the suboccipital muscles, but there's hair there, so the cup won't stay, but you can suck and release, and also secondly, you can do this in areas like the face, where you don't want the cupping rings to remain. So those cupping kisses remain sometimes even for a week. So if you've got a tight jaw, you probably don't want to walk around like a clown for a week. So you can literally suck and release, suck and release, suck and release. And this will allow you to have the benefit of the increased blood flow, but without having the cupping marks remain on your body. So if you're going to a party or a wedding and you don't want it to be obvious, but you've got tight chest muscles, you can do the flash cupping there so that you don't end up with the sustained little circles on your body, but that you're still getting the massive benefits of increasing the blood flow. So that's flash cupping, really good for the jaw.
You don't need
good
to
for the base
too much pressure
of
on
the skull. Yeah,
because then it will, you don't
I
want to be
twist
pulling
to take
skin.
it off. It makes it easier for me to take.
Oh, that was just an example of don't put too much pressure on. You just don't need to, and it just feels so good.
You
I
can,
love this one.
you can even do it to the sides of your temples with headaches, provided you don't have too much hair. If you've got a huge head of hair, it's going to be really challenging, but you certainly can on and off to that area. Oh, the increased blood flow there is absolutely
I love it.
fantastic.
It's like the opposite of a massage, where obviously they're pushing into your muscle. This is like pulling the muscle out. It just makes it feel so like relaxed.
I've done so much research on massage techniques to see how we can break up adhesions in any other way, and I just have not found a single technique or a massage therapist that can come up with anything that the cupping does.
How do
It's
you
just
pull
so
the muscle
unique.
out? Do you know what I mean?
You
It's
just
like,
can't.
This is the
All
best
right.
way.
Now the final one that we're going to show
on the
you
other side.
is a technique that where we can use the smaller cups, which are found underneath the handle when you first get your set, as an still stuck there, as an acupuncture point or an acupressure point. So instead of having to apply pressure to a spot and hold it for a period of time to stimulate that, can I spin you around? I'll
Sure.
show the classic tight spot up here.
Like that?
Have we got enough oil on this? Probably not. Where's your
Probably not.
forearm? Is it still? Oh yeah, it's still good. All right, so this is GB21, gallbladder 21 point. This is really commonly tight on a lot of people in between sort of the nape of your neck and your shoulder, right in the middle there. This particular spot's really good for releasing shoulder and neck tension, alleviating headaches, and it's actually really good for inducing labour. So if you're pregnant, please don't do this unless you're post dates and they're threatening a medical induction. Please don't ever massage somebody's shoulders that's pregnant. I know that it sounds like a really tempting thing to do to help them relax when they're, doing that very burdenous job of creating another human. But this particular area is a no-go zone. So this particular spot that I'm showing is great for tension, headaches, stress in the shoulders and neck area of someone who is not pregnant, all right? So just making sure that you're aware of that. But there are so many meridian points all through the body that you can place these cups on and leave while you read your book or do what have you, so that your body is working on those meridian points while you're chilling out. So that's the other bonus of that. Now, one other thing that I do want to mention, which is our little bonus, is the cupping set comes with the little magnets. These magnetic tips are to be used on the larger cups only. If you can't easily place your fingers in and around the cup to be able to pull it out, you'll put it in and you won't be able to get it out. So that's not fun, right? So placing it in and then applying the cup somewhere. Where can we pump you?
You can pump me anywhere. It's the same.
Quite like that offer. When we do the cup here, you can see that the skin is now touching the magnetic tip there. As a result of that, that is encouraging the heme or the iron within M's blood to come up to that cup area. So it increases the circulation even more than just leaving a stagnant cup there without the magnets inside. So another little tip to help increase the healing process as you go. And again, that's fixed cupping, so we'd leave that for 10 minutes. So I'll catch you later. Oh, no? Okay, fair enough.
You can leave there.
Hopefully that makes sense. And if you've got your cupping set, get it out. If you've got tight, stiff knees, get it onto your quadriceps or even your hamstring muscles. If you're having issues with your back and your neck, get the cupping set happening up and through the shoulder and the shoulder blade area. It makes the world of difference to being able to alleviate tension. If you're feeling stiff, or if you're in an occupation that has you in a set position for a long time, working on a computer, if you're out there on tools all day, every day, this is a great way to break up the adhesions, because that lactic acid is sticky stuff and it sticks those muscles together and it creates paradoxical movement, which is movement which means that your body is not functioning the way that it should, and you feel that as stiffness. So if you're feeling stiff, in relation to the musculoskeletal system,
do some cupping.
Get onto your cupping set and have a wonderful, relaxing experience in any of those 4 ways that we have just described.
Yep.
Hopefully that helps. Thanks for having us on your therapeutic journey.